Welcome to the Silhouettes of Success podcast with your host, successful entrepreneur, broker, and business mentor, Amber Weitzer. Because success comes in all shapes, sizes, and styles, the Silhouettes of Success podcast is shining the light on industrious women with a collection of curated conversations of intentional inspiration designed to inspire your heart, ignite your mind, feed your soul, and gift you with actionable insights directly from inspirational, everyday women who've shown tenacity, grit, and grace, having taken on the challenges in their lives and business and won. Remarkable, down-to-earth, and relatable, Amber and her guests will share with you uplifting and extraordinary real-life success stories, motivational ideas that just might help spark something within you. With the deepest desire to serve you, help you grow so you can begin to shine the light that will illuminate your very own silhouette of success. So, let's get to it.
Hello and welcome to the Amber Weitzer podcast, Silhouettes of Success. It is no secret, ladies, that this time of year is one of my all-time favorites ever. It's rodeo season with my favorite ladies and, of course, gentlemen. This is a season, a time of year to participate with a special, fun, powerful, kind, just successful, down-to-earth group of women and friends. Do you have a group like that? A team? Are you on a team? Or do you have sisterhood in your life? Is it a church group? Is it a book club? Is it sewing club? I mean, man, it could be anything. It could be a mechanical club. I don't know. What are you into? There's just options are endless. But do you have something? Do you have something like that? And the reason I ask is, it took me almost a lifetime, my lifetime so far. I'm only halfway there. But I am so thankful that I have found them and that they're in my world today. Almost to a sappy level, as my mom has always told us, don't ever hold back a compliment from someone because it might be your only chance to share it with them. So I'm sure sometimes people just look at me like, this girl is sappy. But I always want to share the goodness. If I'm feeling it, probably going to tell you right then and there. Anyways, so we all missed out so much in 2020, to include the canceling of the rodeo season, which was a major bummer. And then 2021 just seemed a little screwy, didn't it? Did it to you? So I don't know if it was playing catch up, if it was trying to reacclimate to life. How do we really interact with each other? Got to pull all those resources. It was so strange how some of that decorum just slipped away a little bit. So setting the scene a little bit for you. So a few of us early birds, we are sitting around enjoying the bar, pre-rodeo spirits, overlooking the magnificent setting of the arena. And it was almost as if a collective sigh. Everyone was able to, you had a beverage in your hand and just take a sip, settle back into a chair and just exhale. Life is good. It was a great place. It was a great time to be there. And we were all so grateful and appreciative to be able to see each other and just such a setting. There's sometimes no words to describe certain things. When you're feeling the motions, I can see it and I can just feel the energy still to this day. It just really, truly felt amazing to be there in that place for the reason we're there and with those ladies. So we began reconnecting and catching up on life. And, it was interesting that one of my friends mentioned something and it caught my attention pretty quick. And it sounded something similar to what I had just been experiencing. In fact, in the car ride on my way over to the rodeo that evening, I shared with her that I was trying to shake off in the car this funky little zone I was in, talking to myself and saying, hey, you know what? Enough is enough. And I couldn't put my finger on anything specific, but for some reason I was had this nagging something hanging over me. So I turned up the tunes and set my mind to arrive in the mood that the night deserved, that they all deserved, and that I deserved. I had to find my fun me mindset. I always tease that my kids would always call me the fun killer because I might be a little strict. I am a little strict and I'm okay with that. We've got amazing children, amazing kids. But yeah, so, I had to find my fun mindset and I did. It was there and I was kicking it with the music, bumper to bumper traffic, which was again okay by me because there were times where it was like ghost towns out there over the last 2 years. So I was cool with the bumper to bumper. But then talking a little bit more with her about this little uneasy vibe for her or funky vibe, whatever she wanted to call it at the time, she just looked at me and she's like, it's the noise. And I looked at her and it was, it was like a cartoon. I think my jaw dropped. I'm like, the noise, that's it. She just nailed it. It's the noise. She helped give me or my funky little vibe an identity, which I think helped me release it officially for good. And just like that, take another sip and gone, just like the delicious giant green olives in my martini, GONE, gone. So giddy up, ladies. We are at peace. Let the fun times commence. So I don't know, talking a little bit about that, because again, we're here to share these real life experiences and how to help each other and grow and motivate and build skill sets and all these other things. So I don't know. How about you? Have you seen an uptick of noise in your world? I would have to say that overall, society really seems super, super stressed out. And I think we're experiencing a lot of additional noise, a lot of undue, but don't get me started, tensions and drama and strains and stresses. And, some of it's very scary and it's taken its toll. We have endured a lot over the last 2 years, and you can see that. So even with the most delightful, naturally peppy, sunny disposition, easy for me to say, people, it seems like everyone is just maxed out. So could it be that it's been really tough sifting through all these dynamics that come our way? Absolutely. Are we trying to keep our chins up and stay positive when there's all that noise around us? Yeah, but you know what? We're only human and we get a little drained, don't we? It's a little tough to do that. So to me, the drama has just magnified, and everyone in some form or fashion has been affected. So something that I really try hard is just to walk around with just an extra huge dose of grace and kindness, because you definitely don't know what's going on in anyone's world. Even if they tell you, it's probably a lot deeper than what they're sharing. So getting back to the party scene, the night progresses and there's good food and friendship and diverse, exciting conversations all over the map, because again, it's been so long since we've all been together in such a vibrant environment. And the rodeo show was great to boot. It was popping. There were some fun celebrities there. I don't know if we have any Yellowstone fans. The energy was just so crazy great. And we're all having a good time and some cocktails and just over the moon elated to be out together. And so I'm sitting there, just in the zone watching the rodeo, which is why we're there, right? I'm just in the zone. I'm having a great time. And enter in an unexpected, small yet unpleasant encounter. And all of a sudden I snap out of, focusing on what I was focused on, the show. And I looked up and I'm like, oh, really? More drama and noise? And just like that, I gave myself the old cowboy nod, and it was showtime, ladies. I got my game face on, displayed grace. In spite of the unpleasantness, it sought me out yet again. This is twice now in the recent years for this particular situation. And I was hung up. Again, I'm thinking, really? It was truly unexpected, first of all, but not for long. I snapped it together. So keeping the minimal and neutral words for a rapid ending to the situation. And again, I just sit there and I was just thinking to myself, really? Again? So while I sat there maybe frozen for what felt like a moment or two, it could have been longer in real life. I don't know. I shook it off. I got up, headed to the ladies' room for a separation from the scene and for a little solace. By then, it seems whether through observations around my inability to hide my heart that I fully wear on my sleeve and lack of poker face, or well, I don't know, possibly other means of sharing the interaction, because it definitely wasn't for me. Wink, wink, nod, nod. It seems the exchange was definitely noticed. Grr. Grr, grr, grr. If I didn't have a scratchy voice, I'd growl really loud. But ladies, I tell you what, reflecting on things that happen such as this, the reason I share them is so, again, we can all share the real life, what that happens, and how can we grow from it? I realized I was really upset with the most was this was my safe space. This was my favorite group. I had released for the second time all of the drama and the noise from what was supposed to clearly be a fabulous evening. And in addition to this was my source of participating in greater goodness for a wonderful cause. And it was both intrusive and arrogant, to say it politely. So in those moments afterwards, I quickly realized what I needed to do, and that was to call it a night, to go home to my husband and my family, to what really matters. And as they say, these boots are made for walking, and that's just what they did. Right out the drama door, exit stage left into the fresh, crisp air of the night, under a bewitching black sky filled with rhinestone stars to light my way home. So while it's not super fun to talk about this and it's not completely uplifting and inspirational, sifting through the noise and drama can literally land in your lap or on your doorstep, and that's just 100% a fact. So I think the only way that we get through these things are learning from each other, learning from stronger women, learning from strength through circumstances and experiences. And maybe it's not something that you've encountered yet. Maybe it's going to happen tomorrow. Maybe it's something that happens frequently to you. And we're just here, and I'm just here to help you share the different things that I've learned along the way to help me cope, survive, and turn things around sometimes. So what we do know, and you've heard this too, is you can't help what's going to come land and dump on your lap. You just can't sometimes. Sure, there's different tactics for maybe avoidance or this or, negotiating or, reducing confrontation and all those things. But some stuff is just going to land. But what you can do, the only thing you can do, is choose how you react to it. So while no one, unless you allow them, can make you feel any certain way, you have the power. No one can take that power from you. And I'm human. It took me a minute to regroup that time and it's all groovy. But you see, what I do know is I stood there in my power. Or I sat there in my power. I maintained my power, and I refuse to grant anyone the ability to penetrate my plexiglass armor. My self-awareness is my armor, and I am at peace with who I am, and that, my friends, is power. And when people come at you, bullying you, yeah, they're adults and we still get bullied, and they never change. If they're like that when they're young, they're like that when they're older, just so you know. But what they don't have and they cannot take from you is your power to know your self-worth. And ladies, I'm going to raise my hand. It's taken me almost between 40 and 50 years to figure out mine. And that's why I think I'm just so raw, candid, and transparent with the good, the bad, the ugly that go on. Throughout my journey and my silhouette of success shaping, there's a lot in there. And I've got no problem sharing it because it has allowed me to cross paths with some magnificent people. And it gives me the strength and the power and the tools and the skills to continue to grow, to help elevate as many as I can. So while the journey has afforded me a lot of growth, I will say that there's some street cred mixed in there with my faith. So it's a suitable combination for me. And that was just perfect for this situation. So how about you? What skills do you deploy in situations where you maybe experience tension or unpleasantness? Again, pardon the voice, but some of these are just too juicy not to get out to you. What could you improve upon? What can I help you with? What can we as a Silhouettes of Success sorority How can we help empower you? What skills are you looking to hear more about? Share with me and with us in the comments section below so we can learn from each other or help share best practices with you. So again, let's talk about it. Some of my upcoming courses, this is a big teaser, I guess. There will be courses coming out, yay. Could be right up your alley. One of them is called Borrow My Moxie. And I say that because that's what sometimes we have to do. We have to borrow each other's moxie, right? That could be ideal for you in helping become more confident in similar life situations. So, ladies, it is always a journey exploring this life. And again, going back to some of the intense pressures, stresses, and sometimes painful uncertainties that so many of you and all of us are going through, still coping with, I will always try to choose the path of grace. And again, did you hear me say I have street cred? Up to a certain point, that is. Situations are situations, but grit and grace, ladies, grit and grace. On a side note, a very exciting side note, even while I was thoroughly embarrassed that this became a thing that evening, and it didn't need to be, but again, I'm not the drama seeker. It truly was awesome that I had my pickup women looking out for me. There were several that reached out and checked in on me, and man, those are the truths. I tell you what, it warmed my heart. Some of them to a protective level, which was really fun. And you ladies know who you are. But like I explained to them, darling, it is all good. Life is good. And this ain't my first rodeo.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Silhouettes of Success podcast. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out and join us for all the new episodes. We are here for you and with you. We encourage you to share this podcast on all your socials and pass on the light to help illuminate another silhouette of success. Amber would love to hear from you, and you can find her on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, or head over to amberweitzer.com. Let's connect. Help us all shine and leave us a review too. To find out the latest ways to inspire your heart, ignite your mind, and gain actionable insights, subscribe at amberweitzer.com. We are honored, humbled, and full of joy that you've tuned in. Remember, you are exactly where you need to be, right here with us. This is the Amber Weitzer podcast, Silhouettes of Success.